Welcome everybody, wherever you are. We are in Cape Town. The second one-day international between South Africa and Pakistan. A splendid day here at Newlands. And we look forward to the competition. Pakistan looking to make a look at the two sides. It is South Africa who won the toss and decided Pakistan should bat first. Ramiz Raja alongside, unchanged. Rambo, your team.
Yeah, they're keeping the winning combo, and it looked a very fine unit because the middle order looked different compared to T20 series, and it worked perfectly in the shape of Salman Ali Agha, and Saim Ayub played a blinder to win that close contest.
And then South Africa, 4 changes. Temba Bavuma, the captain, back. David Miller, seasoned professional, is back into the side. Calf strain causing him some issues. Bjorn Fortuin into the squad and into the side as a replacement for Keshav Maharaj, who went down in that previous game. And then Gwena Mapaka, who is cap number 153 in South Africa's one-day international side. So Rickleton, Stubbs, Otniel Bartman and Kagiso Rabada are out of the side. Interesting, those changes, just simply from a perspective of this is a game that they must win, South Africa, to stay up. Well, before the start of the game, they're saying, I don't want any exaggeration about me. Trying to keep his feet in the ground. Lovely shot. Away it goes across the ground, and Pakistan will begin with a 4 off the bat of Saim Ayub.
Another example of how good a player he is, what a good timer of the ball he is. Yeah, got the half blade of the bat and still it went very quickly across to the fence. Keeping his head down, playing it well in the end. These fuller deliveries can be just a little bit taxing up front for any opener, and so he managed that.
Out. There you go. Number 1 for Southampton with the breakthrough.
So it's making a lot of sense now, winning the toss, electing to bowl, and they've got the first one. A soft dismissal, you've got to say, because probably looking for that in-swinging angle once again, Abdullah Shafiq. And this just held the line, the angular delivery deceiving him, and a good catch behind the stumps there. A very soft dismissal, nothing short, head down, but you've got to cover the line as well. It all happened in slow motion once again. Abdullah Shafiq goes for naught.
Shot. Well manipulated into the gap, just opened to face Babar Azam. And he'll pick up 4.
It's a very good shot, especially for somebody like Babar Azam, who needs runs and a lot of runs, because we know his numbers are staggering. Average of over 55 in ODIs. Covering the stumps, actually staying on that middle and off stump angle to cover that line, and nicely put away. Done.
Shots of catch it. Oh, he threw the hands at that one. It's scythed away for 4.
That's the other thing that Saim Ayub does so well, uninhibited approach. So he sees the length, goes after it massively. There, the intention was to play it over the infield, and he was successful, mighty successful, may I add. Slashed, smashed for 4. Something wrong with his helmet. I think he wants to change normally.
Here's Janssen to Saim Ayub. Lovely shot. Oh, that's beautiful. That is outstanding as a shot. Away it goes for 4. And easy as you like.
Was that because of the new helmet impact? That glorious square drive. just altering his length a little bit, and have a look at the response. The first 4 went over point. This was pitched up just a little bit and flowed through the offside. Great timing.
What he does say, Mayu. Off the edge, and it's just short of Janssen at slip.
Yeah, Babar Azam has been a little hesitant around that off-stump area. I mentioned it earlier, when you're a little out of touch, you lose where your off-stump is. So just followed the length, the line, and perilously close to that grab. Yeah, in 2 minds, and they're just closing the face of the blade so that the ball doesn't reach the slip fielder.
And past the out.
It's an excellent start for him at 22.
Shot. Pounced on that. Right up in the air with both feet as he swung at it. And away it went for a 1 bounce 4.
Yeah, certainly from leaving the ball and playing carefully. Have a look at this. Jumping up in the air and almost crashing it for 6. And that's his ability. The other good thing about his batting is that he doesn't really miss out on what is his strength. Didn't bogged down by a ball that beat him on the one that will be impossible to stop. That's played up in the air and well stopped. Babar Azam is good with that flick shot.
Just didn't seem as controlled as you'd want, Babar Azam. So look at the piece of fielding, Tony Dazorzi. Yep, all seems good with that.
I bet you. Good commitment, really good effort in the end.
Nicely nudged off the hip and away for 4. A wonderful start to the over for Babar Azam and Pakistan.
Now that must be very frustrating for the skipper, because the field was set for him to bowl that angle around that off stump. Plenty of protection towards the offside, and he bowls a ball on the pads. And to Babar's credit, he puts it away.
There's an edge, and it's wide of the keeper. Wide of the slip as well, who's standing at around about second slip is Marco Janssen. Picked that gap perfectly, so there's a little bit of a life.
Yeah, what happens from a captaincy perspective is you try and cover some more bases than usual. So you just get your first slip to go and stand maybe at 1.5. It looks like Marco Jansen's at 2. I suppose the disappointment here is that no one's gone for it. You don't mind if you spread yourself and someone dives and maybe gets a hand to it if the ball does go down. But I think it was Clarkson's catch if it was going to be anyone. And he ended up not being in that strong position to be able to launch himself to the left.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You've got to, you understand there's a gap now, so you've got to commit yourself. Janssen's moved a little bit closer now into that slip, standard slip, I think, first slip now.
Yeah, if it's a left-hander bowling to a right-handed batter, then you can sometimes understand, because you kind of lose it on the angle and it might start. But have a look at where this delivery starts. You can see Clarkson sets himself. And it's going comfortably outside the off stump, so he shouldn't really be moving to the left-hand side of screen. Shouldn't really be backing himself with.
We know that he opens the bowling in T20 games, franchise games, SA 20 games, and also for South Africa. A little bit short and wide, and that's been put away quite easily by Babar Azam.
Real strength of his is his ability to work out if a ball is on offline. Bjorn Fontaine's main form of attack is to try and target the stumps. This one's just a little bit off. Shapes back, probably half a metre away from the off stump. And that's where Babar Azam is so good. He looks for that opportunity, and then the placement is key. You get future batting wise for South Africa.
Top edge, might be out, is out, catch is taken. It's a little bit of good fortune for Mapaka, but he's picked up his first wicket. That's his first wicket in one-day international cricket for South Africa. Fun Dawson doesn't drop catches down there, and it is the big wicket of Sain Ayub.
Yeah, Quinton Parker's liking to start off this way. His first wicket in the T20 internationals was short wide, and he got rid of Babar Azam. This one's short wide, and he gets rid of the informed Sain Ayub. Nice take from Rassie Thunderus, and a good awareness of where the boundary cushion was. And then Parker's got his first, making his debut. He's on the board, and the man who's in form for Pakistan has to be on his way. So that's a massive wicket for the South Africans. 53 for 2. Sain Ayub goes for 25.
Big problems for the opposition. Run rates just hovering around the 5.6 to the over. 2 down at this stage. Time for the Pakistan skipper now, Mohammad Rizwan. Wonderful player, Mohammad Rizwan. Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan have got plenty of records between them. Let's look at his numbers, averaging. Oh, goodness me, that's a nasty blow. Very nasty blow indeed. Hit his helmet quite hard. That's a tough start.
Yeah, that made a serious crack, didn't it, Hazy? I wonder there's a quick look at the helmet, and it'll have to be replaced, and the concussion test will have to be done. And when you get hit, ideally what you want is if you do get hit, is a glancing blow. That one wasn't a glancing blow. That one hit him full on. So sometimes I think South Africa used enough aggression in the last game. So it's interesting. Maybe there was a discussion that initially when the batters get to the crease, let's try and put them under pressure. Just his second delivery, Rizwan, and it's always dangerous to try and turn your head on it. You'd be amazed if you carry on watching how you can adjust and how you can move your head out the way, but as soon as you turn your head, it obviously creates that blind spot. And I think the danger here was it didn't bounce as much as you were expecting.
Yeah, I think
and the doctor's involved as well, so there'll probably be some more analysis and observation as the game goes on.
Oh, that's a fine shot. Well fielded. What a fine shot that was.
It's that straight drive that we're talking about, and this makes it look effortless. Have a look at his bat. Goes back towards the wicket keeper and then presented nice and straight. That was why it was such a surprise the other night when he cut across one and his bat turned in his hand and he was caught cover, because we've seen this kind of shot so often from Babar Azam.
Such a simple technique as well. Just a little shuffle across the crease. Nice and early. Again, just drives that one beautifully. What a shot that is. That is just magnificent to watch. Beautiful stuff from Babar Azam.
Petlakwa didn't learn his lesson. The length needs to be a little bit more back of a length, because he can put on a driving exhibition, Babar Azam. And nothing better than this. Looking for the away swinger, over pitched, genuine half volley. And just meets it with that full face and places it perfectly.
To be quite happy doing it.
There we go, there we go. Goes Fred and absolutely middles it. He probably was looking for a little bit straighter because there's no fielder posted there. Markham sits with his hands on his head saying, oh, that was close. But I don't think it was. I think the contact was good enough from the outset. 100 brought up for Pakistan. Given some air, tossed up just 80 kilometers per hour. He's been operating 90, 88, 94, and that's well played.
Your walkie-talkie seems to be working with Rizwan. He's heard you.
That's nicely played. The placement is superb. Slightly overpitched from Aiden Markham. And Babar Azam does not miss out. That's a great shot.
He's a wonderful cover driver. And here's an example of how good he looks when he's on top of his form in top gear. I was hoping that he'd play one against a spin like that, and this was beautifully driven.
Brings up his 33rd one-day international 50 for babar Azam of 73 deliveries. That's nicely played. Use of the feet, trying to target the area where there's no man back, and he gets near the pitch of it, punishes it away.
Yeah, it's always is a jaw-dropping experience when he's playing that drive through the offside. Beautifully played, a little bit of width. Employed himself instinctively there with that massive drive. Knew exactly how to deal with that.
That's a little edge, a fortunate one, and that should race away to the fence. David Miller with his sore calf gives chase, as does Marco Jansen, but all in vain.
Shamsi bowls it at 82 kmph, and Rizwan edges it to the fence. So bit of a stress buster for Mohammad Rizwan is the wrong one, I think. He had turned the other way and played it with the angle. He read it well.
Yeah, we've got to give him credit, I suppose. If you look where David Miller was situated, he did definitely open up the face and guarded.
Yeah, and thankfully it bounced a lot more as well, I guess. Oh, he's picked that up. He's picked that up superbly. That's a fine strike. 6 runs.
Yeah, that's some way to respond after the short ball. But this is a shot that we've come accustomed to Mohammad Rizwan playing with great comfort. It's a slow ball, he's picked it early. Yeah, that's the side that he favors, the leg side. Got himself into a wonderful position. Not looking to overhit it, it was all about getting a healthy piece of the willow on it. Yeah, sailed into the railway stand.
Yeah, 4 dot balls and then that fine shot.
No!
And closed down nicely by Marco Jansen. So 6 off that over, 1 end. He bowled that delivery that hit Mohammad Rizwan. Of course, a left armer bowling quickly. You've actually got nowhere to go if it's directed beautifully, which it was. That's it well. Very well indeed, and that's gone for 6. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, I told you he fancies that leg side, but it's an excellent option. As we're nearing a 40 over mark, you have the extra field up in the ring. He was well aware of it, he got himself set in a wonderful position, he's got quick hands. Excellent execution of the slog sweep.
Halfway through the over, 9 from it. Just that single makes it 10 now, so this is potentially a big one for Pakistan. Brings up the 50 for the skipper.
Yeah, it's been a gutsy knock. Got hit in the helmet early on. He's been a little bit unsettled. But there's the character of the man. He was never going to give up without a fight. Got himself another half century. And this is massive in the context of this series. 2 4s, 3 6s.
That's over the top. In the end, it was a one-handed shot, a bit like a baseballer. 4 runs.
He picks up length so quickly, does babar Azam. Just dragged a slightly short on the Fetler choir, but he was onto it in a flash. That one perhaps just stopping in the surface, yet he's taking off his bottom hand. Threw the shot too early, but he's hit this way in front of square and he hit it like an absolute tracer bullet. Yeah, you can't miss your length. These batters, the foot on the accelerator.
Got him! Picked him up. Straight to him. Short delivery, that's a bit of a bonus. babar Aazam cannot believe it. Let's hope he's okay, because he's gone down as Aiden Markram. Went to him very smartly indeed. Yeah, he's okay. He had no time to catch that.
Yeah, he cannot believe his eyes, babar Azam, because he's hit this like an absolute tracer bullet. But straight to Aiden Markram at mid-wicket. Yeah, he's been saying to himself, that came up the absolute middle of the willow. Should have gone airborne. Yeah, they back into it. Celebrations in the crowd. Well, it's an excellent knock from Babar. He goes for 73, so Pakistan won
60 deliveries in the last game. That's his best performance. There's look at his numbers. They're very tidy. And he steered Pakistan home, which was arguably the most important part about that knock. Short delivery. That's superbly played. Rolling the wrists and got that away very nicely, Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, he gets himself into a wonderful position this time around. It looked like the slow ball into the surface, but the extension of the arms, just the roll of the wrist to keep it down. But just look at how wonderful that eye level is. Always in control, watching the ball onto the blade. Any of you young batters watching, that's how you want to be playing the short ball. You can even get out the way in that position.
On the front foot, looking to pick up two here. Might be two more. Here's two more. It's four. Back-to-back boundaries. That is a wonderful shot from Mohammad Rizwan. Takes him to 70 now.
Yeah, he's a real little dynamite player, Mohammad Rizwan. Previous one saw it, perhaps expecting the ball to be pitched up to him. He gets himself into a wonderful position, not looking to overhit it. Really using the pace on display. It was the slow ball again, but just look how wonderfully he opened his hands through the line of the ball. Excellent placement. Back-to-back boundaries for Pakistan.
It's another big over for Pakistan. 10 from it with one more to go. I mean, a whole host of overs around about that mark over the last little while, but they have picked up that big wicket of Babar Azam. Guides that one away, nice and fine, and that's another boundary. So that's a top over for Pakistan, 14 from it. 34 done, 182 for 3.
Nice shot. And it's away for 4 too. Well placed.
It's a difficult challenge from Parker. I don't know how much of his career he spent bowling around the wicket to right-handers and his school career and just extended after that, but it's kind of opening up a few scoring options for Pakistan here. It's such a difficult art because you're coming so wide on the crease. You have to be absolutely on point to make sure it doesn't open up and offer a bit of width. And Rizwan in particular has taken a liking to this change of angle.
Hey, talking about those toss stats and batting first, batting second. Oh, he's got it! What a fantastic catch! Oh, wow! Parker gets rid of the danger man.
Yeah, that's unbelievably athletic from Parker. He has got down very quickly, almost as flexible as an 18-year-old should be. Slow delivery on a good length, out in front of himself, and just poaches it before it touches the ground. There's been a bit of a conversation and a bit of chitter-chatter between the two. He wins the battle, does Parker. And he sends Rizwan on his way. He played really well for his 80 of 82 deliveries, but Pakistan losing another wicket at an important time.